Good Monday evening, everybody. I am Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley, and I thank you for joining us for the Weather Now, giving you an update on what we expect to be coming up here over the next several days. And we thank you for joining us on all our social media platforms, whether it's at our Roku app or Amazon Fire TV, or if you're watching at WTOC.com or our WTOC Facebook page. That's where you can go leave a question or a comment. And I'd love to see what you have going on out there. When we're done with this, I'll go back and answer these questions and say hi to everybody and answer your questions as well. So let's get started. It's been drying out. Thankfully, it was a very wet weekend. Actually saw a record rainfall here in Savannah for daily rainfall, 2.92 inches of rain yesterday. And that basically is what we normally expect to see for the entire month. But the headline's calling for the showers over with now. They've cleared the coast. We still have a few clouds along some of our coastal areas, but the trend is going to be clearing skies, cooler temperatures coming up here over the next couple of days, especially for the middle half of the week. Now, all that rain that we had is really not good news for the rivers out there. All that rain has to go somewhere. It collects in the ground and runs off into the rivers and the streams. And we're looking at minor flooding going on the area rivers here. Reedsville on the Hoopie River, that'll be rising just a bit, slightly above flood stage. Clio on the Savannah River and also at Burton's Ferry, going to be above flood stage. Claxton seeing some minor flooding going on over on the Canooch River, and that will continue over the next couple of days as well. So keep that in mind if you do live in some of the area rivers. Tremendous amounts of rain, generally 2 to 5 inches here in our South Carolina areas, all the way up to the Altamaha River, and then we got anywhere from 3 to 8+ inches of rain, especially down into the Ware County area, south of the Alma region, and then down closer to the Georgia-Florida border. And they're having a lot of concerns out there. You know the stories. Tattnall County, Toombs County, Evans County, schools were closed today. Some of those are closed tomorrow because the roads are in pretty bad shape from the water we had out there over the roads, damaging some of the roads. They're slow to recede, so it might take another day or so for some of those roads to get back to normal. Thankfully, we have a dry stretch of weather coming up here to really dry things out. This is a look at our fairer and fairer First Alert Live radar. This is what we call ground clutter, or false echoes here across our southern areas from Statesboro, Glenville into Jessup and Waycross. We did have some showers. That's real activity out in the coastal waters as the showers continue to move away from the area. So no more rain. You see the skies on our satellite and radar and temperatures clearing out for most locations. And we're seeing our temperatures cooling down a bit, some 50s showing up, especially in Sylvania now, 54. We're at 57, Statesboro and Claxton. Even Hunter is at 59, but still 60 at Hunter, or actually at the Savannah Airport, and 62, one of our warmest locations over in Beaufort. Let's take a large view at our satellite and radar, and we can superimpose, I have to say, the cold fronts. We have a front down to our south, secondary front moving in, really drying us out. And you see all the rain really moving away from the area. Lots of dry weather building in with high pressure slowly building in from the west. And it's going to be centered across the central U.S. in here tonight. So we're actually going to see a relatively mild night coming up, more seasonable temperatures. I say mild compared to what we're going to see for the middle half of the week. Showers, if you're traveling south down through Florida, will be continuing there. And look at the lows tomorrow. We're going to see lows generally back in the mid to upper 40s, about 45 Sylvania, Hampton, 47 Savannah, while Hilton Head and St. Simons generally in the lower 50s. South of the Altamaha River, more mid to upper 40s from Alma into the Jessup area. Here comes the high pressure building in tomorrow, still centered from Arkansas into Missouri. So the coolest of the area is going to be right underneath that high pressure area. So Tuesday, tomorrow, we'll see plenty of sunshine. Temperatures will be cooler than today, but still very seasonable. We're going to see highs into the upper 60s. The high pressure is moving closer to the area into Wednesday, so cooler. Might not get out of the 50s for some areas on Wednesday afternoon, but we keep it nice and dry. Now by Thursday, here's the high coming right over the area. And that means that'll be our coldest morning out there Thursday morning. That's when we do expect temperatures getting down maybe below freezing for some inland areas. So there's our hour by hour, clearing things out, drying things out, keeping it nice and quiet overnight, timestamp 2 a.m., waking up tomorrow morning into that 9 o'clock hour, temperatures warming back up into the 50s, and a light breeze. It's not too windy tomorrow, more of a northwest wind, generally 10 to 15 miles per hour as we keep it nice and dry coming up for our Tuesday. And checking out that 7-day forecast, again, we don't find much in the way of any rain, or any rain actually, in the rest of the work week, and that'll be some good news. We'll get to that weekend coming up in a second. But let's get into those hourly forecasts or the morning forecasts, because you see these temperatures starting in the 30s. So tomorrow, generally relatively more seasonable, but we got 30s coming up here. This is Wednesday morning. More mid-30s. Going to see some frost probably out there, especially for the inland areas. Upper 30s to about 40 as you get closer to the beach areas. And then we warm things up Wednesday afternoon. Again, upper 50s to about 60. Same story on Thursday afternoon. But look at that low coming up here on Thursday morning. That is not the one I was looking for. Let's see why that actually came over there. I think I hit the wrong button. Let's get back over to that. Yeah, let's see if we can get into the 7-day. Somehow it came off the 7-day. There we go. And what should have been playing is the temperatures coming up here for our Thursday morning. And it's going to show us, I promise you, that it's going to be showing us temperatures into the upper 20s and low 30s out there. So this is going to be our coldest morning. Thursday morning. Definitely going to make sure you got the jackets for the kids as they head out the door. Even the beaches will be back into the mid to upper 30s. So a chilly morning coming up. After we get through Thursday morning, though, we are going to start to warm things up, it looks like. So should be getting back into the lower 60s on Friday afternoon. And we're going to start out into the 30s, though, as we go into Friday morning. Now, as we move into the weekend, you notice more rain chances. 80% Saturday, Sunday, 40 or 30% it looks like coming up here on Monday. Still big question marks of what's coming up for the weekend, but right now it looks like almost the same scenario as what we saw last weekend coming up for this weekend. So let's go hour by hour. This is the latest computer model we're showing you here on Saturday. Starting out at midnight, I think it'll be nice and dry. Again, this is a continuation into Friday night, going into early on Saturday morning. You see by 2 o'clock, maybe a few scattered showers. It's really more, it's looking like a late Saturday night and a Sunday morning event. Notice the heavier amounts of rain coming out of Alabama. This is 8 o'clock on Saturday. So we're going to get the scattered showers, and look at some red showing up here. That could be some stronger thunderstorms moving along the Florida Panhandle. There's Sunday at 7 a.m. Here's some more heavy rain forecast to move across the area. This one looks like it's going to move through quickly. So right now, by Sunday afternoon, we're still seeing some scattered showers, but we start to dry things out a little bit. Maybe just a few scattered showers in here coming up as we go through Sunday evening. So that's going to be a fast-moving system. That'll be good news, but it looks like it's coming on the weekends. Not the greatest of news. More interestingly enough, the computer models are suggesting once that area moves out of here, we might try to see an area of low pressure developing off the southeast coastline. This is going to be Monday into Monday night, and that is right now could be a rather strong system trying to bring in some cold air. Look at the white right there. That's maybe a little bit of snow and ice, according to one of the computer models, from Macon in maybe just north of the Augusta area. Not for our region, but it's just showing you how much of that cooler air is building into the area. We can see some more showers coming up here on Monday. That is a long ways away, so that's why I'm just saying make sure you're just getting your updates here on the WTOC First Alert weather app. That's a great place to get those hourly forecasts and the daily forecasts as well. And we'll be giving you updates here throughout the rest of this week on WTOC, on all our social media platforms, on when we're on doing the newscast, and of course here for the Weather Now. That's it for right now. If you have any questions, again, go to our WTOC Facebook page, leave a question or comment there. I'll get back to you. And until then, I'll be giving you an update coming up for the news at 11. I hope to see you then.